All right, Friday show. It's hot as fuck. Let's do it.
The world's greatest show, yeah, this is it. Better prepare your ears, it's gonna get insane. This dude out of his mind, does he splits his name? You ain't Judd, watch tribes, it's time to begin to talk about Judds and make fun of them. Shit in the trash world, oh Lord, the world's on fire. Beyond parody, shit is getting dire. Religious bullshit, you know, it make you feel like dying. Cause it touches more children than an OBGYN. But go from zeros to heroes just for one day. It's the world's greatest show, and it's coming your way. For the Dusty Show, it's time for the Dusty Show. We all have fun and we never grow. It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. We all have fun and we never grow. It's time for the Dusty Show. Time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. We all have fun and we never grow. It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. We all have fun and we never grow. It's time for the Dusty Show.
Fuck yes! What is up, America and the world? Welcome to the universe's finest one-man show. It's the Dusty Show. And thank you for joining me. It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Looking forward to the weekend. Gonna do a whole lot of goddamn nothing. I earned it, folks. But first, gonna kill it on tonight's show. So thank you for joining me. You are very kind and or beautiful and handsome. So what's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're out there. Hope you're well. Gonna cover Taco Gate. Another thing to be outraged by. Conservatives. They have nothing. They got nothing, folks. Grasping at fucking straws, and it's glorious. Gonna cover that at the top of the show. But let's go ahead and beg for money. As always, super chats are enabled. It's the lifeblood of the show. I don't dodge questions. Why the fuck would I? I read every word you say over here. Let me get rid of myself. Fuck off, Dusty. Over here, there's a dollar sign. You click on it, and you donate money, and then I read every word you say in my beautiful fake radio voice. So help me and the floating cats out. Help me keep the lights on. Support the world's greatest show, and more like yourself forever and ever and ever, so that you don't disappear into an inky void of non-existence. Thank you in advance. And all right, let's go ahead. Kick this mofo off. Got to get it going so we can get it over with. Going to start off with a little bit of all aboard, woo, woo, the Coconut Express. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, holy shit, that looks exactly like Kamala Harris. Dusty, how did you get Kamala Harris to pose for this video? I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you. Dead out. Oh, who is that? That looks, it's supposed to loop. God damn it. I didn't loop that animation. Whatever, Dusty. It's not like you do this for a living or anything. And first up, no, I got it all fucking backwards. God damn it. No, hang on. Hell yeah. Ha, got it. Boom. So this week, this video went viral. It's an old video of Kamala Harris. So people been shitting on Kamala because she a cop, yo. And they're like, hey, Dusty, why you like Kamala Harris when she's a cop? Well, I gotta say, this is a pretty based video where she talks about reforming the police. And I sort of agree with everything she says here. But more importantly is how well she speaks. She is a way better orator than Donald Trump and Joe Biden combined. This is what we've been waiting for the Democratic Party. Watch her kill this. Also, she's pretty hot.
Nobody cares about the fact that we've got a bunch of young black and brown men in prison. That argument is not working. What I suggest we do as African Americans is own this issue in law enforcement and then define it in the way that works for us. Because it is a myth to say that African Americans don't want law enforcement. We do. We want our grandmothers to be able to walk to church and be safe. We want our babies to be able to walk to the park and be safe. What we don't want is racial profiling. What we don't want is excessive force.
That's right.
What we don't want is to have our civil liberties and civil rights be stripped. But we do want law enforcement. So let's define it in the way that works for us by saying, I want community policing. I want a police department that works in my neighborhood and in my community that reflects the mores and the culture and respects my grandmother, again, when they walk in to talk to her. I want a system of accountability in the criminal justice system that says law enforcement needs to own crime prevention as much as it talks about long sentences. Because nationally, only 18% of serious crime results in an arrest. So if I, as law enforcement, with my responsibility to keep you safe, only talk about keeping you safe by sending people to prison for a long time, I'm necessarily going to fall short because the vast majority of that crime's not even hitting my system. So if I'm going to keep my promise to you to keep you safe, I better talk with you about what I'm doing in terms of crime prevention, which means recognizing that people coming out of the state prisons, 60% will recidivate if we don't get them in reentry programs, if we don't get them in job training, job readiness, get them in programs that deal with their substance abuse, get them in meaningful housing and employment so they don't recidivate. We could talk about it in terms of, is it the right thing to do? Of course it is. But you know, I'm done talking about it like that. I'll just talk about it on this basis. If that person commits another crime, I have to spend $10,000 to try that felony. They sit in my county jail for $35,000 a year. I'm running a reentry program out of my office in the San Francisco DA's office that brings folks back into the community at an expense of $8,000 a year, guarantees them employment, guarantees them meaningful reunification with their family.
Damn, she can spit. I got to give her that. I cannot wait to see her debate Donald Trump. It's going to be amazing. Fuck yeah. You go, Kamala. And then, folks, Taco Gate. It's what's for dinner. Tacos. So did you guys see this completely innocuous nothing burger of a video? It's actually pretty cute. Kamala Harris quick off the cuff with her jokes. And obviously, Tim Walz here is just making a joke. You know, just no harm, no foul, just joshing around. Let's have a look.
Like I have white guy tacos and
what is
like
that?
black,
like mayonnaise and tuna? What are you doing?
pretty much ground beef and cheese.
That's
and
okay. Do you put any flavor in it?
No.
Oh.
Here's the deal. No, they said to be careful and let her know this, that black pepper is the top of the spice level in Minnesota, you know.
I'm the first vice president, I believe, who has ever grown chili.
Oh, no, I can't believe he said that. What? He's dissing white people, and she's talking about mayonnaise and tuna, racism. As a white man, I am so insulted. I can't believe they're making fun of white people. Oh, hell no, of course it's nothing. I mean, what the fuck? Literally, that's about as nothing burger as it goddamn gets. They're just joking around about fucking tacos, you whiny, crying piss babies. And I love it. They even had a community note this, folks, to basically call Tim Walz a liar when he's clearly joking. Apparently, Tim Walz won some kind of contest in 2016. Then Representative Tim Walz grabbed first place in Senator Al Franken's 6th annual hot dish off. Man, I want to be involved in that. The recipe was for turkey taco hot dish. That doesn't sound very good. Which contains green chilies, taco sauce, and chili powder, all hotter than black pepper. Yeah, you fucking liar, Tim Walz. You know all about peppers and shit. I can't believe he lied to me in order to make fun of white people. I'm outraged to the very core of my being. Oh, my God. So this is all conservatives have right now, folks. They got to call him a stolen valor, even though he was 24 years in the military. And then they got to call him out for being a white racist and watch him melt down. This is some glorious shit right here. Andrew Torba, a phony and obviously scripted anti-white hate clip with a self-hating white man belittling himself to the cackling brown woman, a brilliant campaign move to entertain brain-dead white libs who love this stuff because they hate themselves and their people. What the fuck? I don't hate myself. I don't hate white folks. I just have a sense of humor. Remember when they used to say, oh, the left ain't got a sense of humor. Jokes are dead. But that's only if you make fun of like black people. Remember, black people we make fun of. Can't make fun of. You guys are sensitive, too sensitive about making fun of black people. You guys are too sensitive about making fun of trans individuals. You guys are too sensitive about making fun of gay people. When it comes to whites, oh my God, I clutched my pearls tighter. I can't believe you made fun of white folks. Not allowed. Not allowed. And wasn't the only one. Everybody's melted down. David Marcus. This isn't cute. Walz is being used as a clown to mock white people. If Walz doesn't like spicy food, that's fine. But it has nothing to do with being a white guy. A little bit. As a white guy, a little bit. White people in general don't like food as spicy as other nationalities, races, right? Right? Let's just be honest about it. I have black neighbors. They like spicy food. Next door, Mexicans Holy shit, don't even get me started on the fucking Mexicans. And then I have, just plain ass potato salad when I go to the cookouts. That's my job. Bring the boring ass mayonnaise potato salad. All right, I'm not disappointing. I ain't gonna step outside my fucking lane as the neighborhood whitey. I know my place. But anyway, and then Ben Shapiro also, folks, got a whine about it. Ain't nothing else to complain about. Ben Shapiro says, see, folks, it's funny that white people hate spices. Not racist at all, just funny. Fact check, Europeans like spices so much that they literally got involved in several hundred years of war in order to determine control over the spice trade. God damn it, take a joke, Ben fucking Shapiro. Holy God, dude. No sense of humor whatsoever. Comedy dead in the conservative community. Meanwhile, Matt Walsh especially annoyed at this, folks. He's like, crazy that a presidential candidate could just casually let out some blatant anti-white racism and nobody cares. Yeah, we don't give a shit, dude. We have a sense of humor. Imagine if Donald Trump said black guy taco. Yeah, imagine if Donald Trump ever said something racist. Blink, 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 blink. Was made with fried chicken and watermelon. Nuclear meltdown. That's racist right there. That's racist. What you just said is racist. And also, I don't care. So you just did it, and I'm not making a big deal about it. I don't give a fuck. Whatever, dude. It's a joke, right? You made a fried chicken and watermelon joke. Like, I'm not insulted because it's racist. I'm just insulted because it's not funny. Because watermelon and fried chicken jokes are just as old as it fucking could possibly get, right? So old, I just fell off my dinosaur and brought my wooden underwear. As old as that joke, that's how old fried chicken and watermelon jokes is. But you do you, dude. If you want to tell old, lame, hacky jokes, that's right up your fucking alley. Go nuts. Then he couldn't shut the fuck up about it. People were like, oh, dude, that was kind of racist. Sorry, but getting mad over a seasoning joke and labeling it anti-white racism is incredibly snowflakey behavior. True story from Brian Palumbo. And Matt Walsh says, so, can you confirm that if I said black guy taco is made of watermelon and fried chicken, you would not call it racist? I mean, yeah, that's really racist. But I mean, it's racist because of the history of racism against black people, the history of black people being oppressed in this country and using watermelon in order to put them down, which doesn't make any fucking sense, right? Using fried chicken and watermelon to make fun of somebody is the craziest thing because both those things are incredibly goddamn delicious. That's like making fun of somebody for loving pussy. I don't even get it, but whatever. Somehow that became an insult. White folks aren't good at insulting. That's another thing you get mad about, Matt Walsh. White folks, bad at the insults. But anyway, cry harder, bitch! And then Ted Cruz is all like, Hispanics are not tacos. I don't even know what this means. I had no clue what the fuck that means, but I like the fact that he's upset about it. Anybody want to explain this to me? I don't get it. Maybe I'm not smart to understand genius Ted Cruz, but still super cool that he is mad about it. Meanwhile, they went out and interviewed some Trump supporters this week about what they think of Kamala Harris and her chance of becoming president. Guess what they said?
There were some mixed views on the idea of a woman president. What do you think about Kamala Harris?
Kamala Harris, may I say this, and hopefully that you ladies won't get offended. But because of what happened in the Garden of Eden, there will never be an elected woman, whether she's black or white,
That seems fair.
that will occupy the White House that God would ever stand behind.
That's right. Fuck you, women, because of Eve. You had nothing to do with it, but a long time ago, some red woman ate an apple, so fuck you forever. You make up half the population, but you got to be punished for eternity for what a fucking red woman did. It just makes sense. God is all loving and just.
I'm not sure America's quite ready for female leadership.
We are
It
ready.
would be wonderful to have a female president if and when one arises
Right
that
now.
has conservative values that are
God.
going to lead the nation in.
Yeah, that'll happen, right? You conservatives are definitely going to rise up a conservative woman to be president.
Prosperity.
Did Joe Biden dropping out change your view of the election at all?
Oh, it surely did. I think she's going to be worse than Joe. I just don't think she has the experience. I think she was only chosen because she was a woman.
Because she was vice president.
He has been mocked, scrutinized,
Yes.
slandered,
He's a clown.
dragged into court.
An embarrassment. A criminal.
This man is still standing, and he's standing strong.
I wouldn't say strong.
Because he knows that he was chosen. He's our David.
He's our David, yeah! Well, I'm your Goliath, motherfucker. No, wait a minute. David defeated Goliath. Never mind. No, forget I said that. And that Donald Trump continues his personal attacks against Kamala Harris. They've been telling him, hey, you're going to lose if you do this, Donald Trump. If you keep attacking her personally, calling her an idiot, talking about her race, you're going to lose like a motherfucker. This is a turn off to everybody. Please, Donald Trump, if you want to win and stay out of prison, stop this. Of course, he's a very intelligent man who listens to I'm just kidding. This is what he said.
I think I'm entitled to personal attacks. I don't have a lot of respect for her. I don't have a lot of respect for her intelligence. I think I'm entitled to...
Yeah, no, don't have any respect for her intelligence. And keep it up, Donald. Holy shit, when you're in prison for the rest of your fucking life, I want you to think about every day, oh my God, I wish I would just listen to motherfuckers instead of doing my own thing. But you didn't, so get fucked. And then, folks, if you want to see the difference between the two candidates, this beautifully illustrates it.
We who believe in the freedom to live safe from gun violence will finally pass universal background checks, red flag laws, and an assault weapons ban.
Please.
During my 4 years, nothing happened, and there was great pressure on me. Having to do with guns.
Yes.
We did nothing.
Why was that? Was it because a bunch of kids got killed and you did nothing, regardless of the great pressure, but said thoughts of, yeah, that's what it was.
We didn't yield. And once you yield a little bit, that's just the beginning. That's the avalanche begins.
We who believe in reproductive freedom will stop Donald Trump's extreme abortion bans, and when Congress passes a law to restore reproductive freedoms, as President of the United States, I will sign it into law.
Do you believe in punishment for abortion? Yes or no, as a principle?
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some form. I was proudly the person responsible for the ending of something that all legal scholars, both sides, wanted and, in fact, demanded be ended. Roe v. Wade. And we were able to do that when we terminated Roe v. Wade, and it's really working out well for people.
And we love
working out real well for 12-year-old rape victims.
Our country. We love our country.
We are a failing nation.
Couldn't be any fucking different. Can you imagine watching these two people and thinking this is your man? Holy God. Horrible, horrible human beings conservatives are. And that, just to show you the difference, folks, White House says prescription drug deal will produce billions in savings for taxpayers and seniors. Taxpayers are expected to save billions after the Biden administration inked deals with pharmaceutical companies to knock down the list of prices for 10 of Medicare's costliest drugs. But how much older Americans can expect to save when they fill up a prescription at their local pharmacy remains unclear, since the list cost isn't the final price people pay. So they're talking about between 38 to 79% savings because they negotiated with the pharmaceutical companies to bring the prices down for us all. Something Donald Trump never did, folks. And yes, every Republican in Congress have voted against it. Prices for 10 of Medicare's most popular and costliest drugs will be cut after deals struck with the drug companies. Conservatives want to bankrupt you, want to make sure you die. Their health care plan is, if you get sick, you die quickly. That's all they've ever fucking got. They hate you. And yes, once again, here's the difference. After meeting with pharma lobbyists, Trump drops promises to negotiate drug prices. See, promised he'd do it, but then he sold us out first chance he got. Medicare announces lower prices on 10 common high-cost drugs. Man, if it wasn't for all the child murder, Joe Biden would be a decent president. Too bad he's a fucking genocidal maniac. It's a shame. Meanwhile, Tim Pool bad because Kamala Harris is going to outlaw price gouging, which seems good, you know, like we don't want price gouging. Kamala Harris to call for a federal ban on price gouging in Friday's speech. Amazing. Like, that's what we need. That's what's happening in this country. That's what caused so much of the inflation. Corporations taking advantage of the little guy, gouging the fuck out of us. That should not fucking be allowed. But Bald Tim Pool mad about it. He's like, it's communism. Like, literally. Government price controls on consumer goods. That's right. Bald Tim Pool wants prices to be higher. Here's the thing. If Kamala Harris would have came out and said, hey, I decided to do nothing about price gouging, Tim Pool would come out and be like, Kamala Harris doesn't care about the little man. She doesn't care about inflation. It doesn't matter what she does. Bald Tim Pool would find a problem with it. That's how they play the game, folks. Cry regardless of what the fuck happens. Meanwhile, Joe Biden seems to have snapped out of his stupor a little bit. He still doesn't speak as well as she does. It's not even close. It's good that he dropped out. But where was this guy a few weeks ago?
And get this. You may have heard about the MAGA Republican Project 2025 plan. They want to repeal Medicare's power to negotiate drug prices. Let Big Pharma back to charging whatever they want. Let me tell you what our Project 2025 is. Beat the hell out of them.
Yeah, he's a lame duck. He got no fucks to give, y'all.
I mean it.
Yay! But still, you murdered all those children, so fuck you. I hope you die in horrible pain, you sack of fucking shit. And then, folks, bad news for Trump. Reports like this are no longer unusual, and this is a little hopium. This is a little copium. But I'm going to take it. I'm going to take everything I can get, folks.
I had an interesting drive yesterday. I flew into Omaha, and I drove from Omaha up to Northwest Iowa. I was curious to see how many Trump signs I would see along my way, and it proved to be a very interesting journey. I drove through the Little Sioux River Valley, and you have to understand this isn't just Trump country, it's deep, deep, deep MAGA territory. In the 2016 election, Trump won this area by almost 50 points, and in 2020, he won it by almost 40 points. This part of Iowa is one of Trump's favorite places to visit, and Lake Okoboji in particular, which was my final destination, is known for its MAGA boat flotillas. Well, I drove 182 miles through this area yesterday, and guess how many Trump signs I saw? I don't need to tell you a number. I can just show you the signs. I saw this sign and I saw this flag, and they were both on the same person's property. Now, as far as I'm concerned, that is a very, very good sign.
Definitely a good sign, folks. Shoot it right into my veins. And yes, new Emerson poll. Kamala Harris, 50%. Donald Trump, 46%. Now, I don't want to get you guys hopes up too much, because I did see another poll today that had Donald Trump winning the Electoral College barely. But he still has a shot. But they haven't had the Democratic convention yet. She hasn't gone on tour with Taylor Swift and Beyonce yet. So the momentum definitely with Kamala Harris. She's just getting started. So I am still hopeful, but still Donald Trump not out of this yet. It's insane that he's not. It's a sign that we are a ridiculously failing country. But still, I'm going to have hopium until I hear otherwise. Meanwhile, something else to shoot right to my veins. Fox News melting down, not taking it well, in disbelief at how well Kamala Harris is doing.
So, I love that. So let's talk about this race here. I'm surprised that the two are tied and so close across the country, including in Georgia. What do you make of these numbers in these polls?
It's really hard to believe, especially here in Georgia. I think this is a red state. I think we will win decisively. And I think President Trump is enormously popular here in Georgia. I'm not really sure where these statistics are coming from, where these polling numbers are coming from, but it's very surprising to me, too. I was just talking about that to several of my constituents. I really don't want to believe it, but I think we have a lot of work to do to make sure that that doesn't happen, that this is not even a question here in Georgia. This is deep red territory.
Yeah. So don't want to believe it, but believe it, motherfuckers. Woo, woo. We rolling, and we gonna steamroll right over you. And that is my Coconut Express coverage for the night. Hope it got you guys hyped up a little bit. Finally, some good news. Man, I've been waiting for this shit. Yeah, her voice sounds like that. She's really annoying. And that's coming from one of the most annoying people on earth. Me, baby. And you guys have to forgive me tonight. I had the air conditioner on because it's like 100 today. It is so fucking hot, but I'm in such a better mood because I'm not sweating my dick hole off. So whatever. It's over. It's so Jover Rover. They're scared. I know, right? It's afraid and it's beautiful. And speaking of beautiful, look at that. Look at that back there. That is the very rare Precious. She's kind of a big cat. Look how big she's gotten. Holy God. She's bigger than Baby Yoda now. I ain't talking to you, motherfucker. Here comes Half Stash. He's like, you talking to me? Shit, nah, I ain't talking to you. I don't want to see your ass, dude. All right, whatever. And all right, folks, get your super chats in. We're going to read all the super chats at the end of the next section. So help me and the floating cats out. But for now, it's time for... We talk about shows. Then what do we do? Woo! And first off, I'm the Chud Watch. Another week of Trump zombies out there, folks, and they ain't even trying to pretend no more. Here they all are in their dictator on day one shirts. Now, I know they're going to say, we're just trolling. We don't really want to be a dictator, but it's like one of those, like the old saying goes, many a truth is said in jest. And they really would have Trump be a dictator if he gets the opportunity. That's actually what they want to fucking happen. So, can't fool me. Want us to be a monarchy, basically. Want to be ruled by that fat mushroom dick goof. And no thanks. Same people will call themselves patriots and claim they love the Constitution. They have nothing that they stand on. No backbone, no integrity. And here they are, folks. Here's the family first crowd. Here's the one that want to calm down all the rhetoric. Here's the one that don't want you to put adult shit in front of children, all wearing shirts that say the hoe is just as bad as Joe. Super classy conservatives. Yeah, we're the ones that should tone it down, right? We're the ones indoctrinating children. We're the one putting adult shit in front of children. Nope, all you, as always, nothing but projection. Meanwhile, the Harris campaign is so good at this, folks. So much better than the Joe Biden campaign ever was. Donald Trump had another goofy-ass press conference yesterday. And right before Kamala put out this press release, today, Donald Trump, loser of the 2020 election by 7 million votes, will hold another public meltdown in Bedminster, New Jersey. Not so fresh off NABJ, Florida, and Twitter glitches, Donald Trump intends to deliver another self-obsessed rant full of his own personal grievances to distract from his toxic Project 2025 agenda, unpopular running mate, and increasing detachment from the reality of the voters who will decide this election. These remarks will not be artificial intelligence, but they certainly will lack intelligence. Banning abortion, raising costs on families, confusing basic facts, cutting Social Security and Medicare, blocking border security, and being publicly unstable, unfit, and unwell will not help his struggling campaign for president. Tune in for the same old thing. Nailed it! Holy shit, where was this? We needed the young blood in there. Biden was so fucking feckless. Now they got that shit rolling, and she wasn't wrong. He got out there, and it was a shit show. Here he is talking about how he's going to bring energy prices down by 50 to 70%. He's not saying how he's going to do it, but I'm assuming it's going to be by magic?
By contrast, I'm announcing today that under my leadership, the United States will commit to the ambitious goal of slashing energy and electricity prices by half, at least half.
All right, well, where's Tim Pool to complain about this? Isn't this communism? He's price fixing, right? He'd have to be price fixing. Even if he drilled and he had triple the oil, that still wouldn't bring the prices back that much because they would just still charge the same fucking thing. Because it's corporate greed. He would have to price fix in order to bring it down that much. But Ball Tim Pool ain't got shit to say about this.
We intend to slash prices by half within 12 months, at a maximum 18 months. And if it doesn't work out, you'll say, oh, well, I voted for him. I still got him down a lot. But we're looking to do it. We're looking to cut them in half, and we think we'll be able to do better. And every single thing that I promised, I produced. Every single thing.
Every single thing, folks. So you can expect to see this right about the same time he brings out his health care plan. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Just give him 2 weeks, folks. He's got it on his face. You can trust him. What's 2 weeks between friends? Anyway, goofy lies. That's all he has. Never tells you how he's going to do anything. Just, I'm magical. gonna pull it out of my asshole. And folks, shamelessness is their superpower.
When I left office, I handed Kamala and crooked Joe Biden a surging economy with.
Surging economy. Fact check. When Trump left office with the worst job record since the Great Depression. After Trump left office, America experienced record job growth. He basically almost destroyed the entire fucking economy. Yes, you could blame COVID if you want to, but it was his mishandling of COVID. He disbanded the pandemic task force, and then he mismanaged COVID horribly, and 1 million people died. He shut down all the businesses. Remember all that shit? One of the only presidents to ever leave office with less jobs than he began it with. Everything was going down fucking hill. And the Democrats said, remember, but it doesn't matter, folks. Conservatives have the memories of goldfish. You can just tell them fucking anything, they'll believe it. They don't even give a shit anyway. They don't care if you're lying. They want you to lie to them. Meanwhile, just rambling nonsense. He's not mentally well. He's just saying the same thing over and fucking over again. And then also, not only is he saying the same thing over and over again, he's just making shit up.
We're going to bring back our supply chains to stop costly supply chain disruptions. We have tremendous disruptions. I have it all the time, and I think you do too.
I don't.
We order things, and I keep saying, well, when's it getting here? Sir, there's a supply chain disruption.
I order shit all the fucking time. I get it a day or two. There is no supply chain disruption. You know when there was a supply chain disruption? When you were president and there was no fucking toilet paper. That's when the supply chain disruption is, but now it's completely fucking fine, you lying goddamn goof.
And I mean, you end up getting stuff like 3 months late now.
I literally have never gotten anything 3 months late. I don't know what I ordered something from China recently. China, and it was here in 2 weeks.
I don't know. All these geniuses over here, I think we can say that. I'm not sure that you're necessarily as much into it, but they are. And I will say that very often, we have problems with supply chains where I'm waiting for things for weeks and weeks, and I say, by the way, whatever happened to it? Supply chain, sir?
You just said
not coming in. And it's a terrible thing. Nobody ever thought a thing like that would happen to our country.
Yeah, I did when you were president. I saw it happen, but it's not happening now. You fucking goof. Just rambling nonsense. I'm glad he caught a press release for that. And then, communism, folks! Kamala Harris going to bring us all evil health care?
And you're not going to be allowed. You're all going to be thrown into a communist system. It's a communist system. You're going to be thrown into a system where everybody gets health care.
Oh, no! No! Everybody gets health care. What? I was hoping to die in misery and pain bankrupt. Fuck you, Kamala! Definitely vote for Trump now. I can't have a communist system that gives me healthcare. What are we? Every other first world country on earth? No way, baby. This is America. We die bankrupt and we like it. And then did everything he could to lay down for Israel this week. If you think he's going to be any better than Kamala on Israel, you are dumb as dog shit. Here at this speech is Miriam Adelson. She is the wife of dipshit billionaire, whatever his name is, Addison, who is bragging about how Trump did everything he could to bend over and take deep dick from Israel.
That president is Donald Trump.
Sheldon Addison's wife. He dead though, and she got all his money, and she's super rich. So that's the only thing she's ever done is be rich. And she's also a Zionist.
He promised to recognize Jerusalem and to move the embassy to Jerusalem. Promise kept.
Yep.
He promised to withdraw from Iran nuclear deal. And promise kept.
Fucked over our deal with Iran so they can start making nuclear bombs again so Israel can have an excuse to start war and draw us into World War III. Hooray! He sold us out for the Zionists. Hooray!
He promised to bring peace between Israel and Arab nations. Promise kept.
Promise kept! We have peace! Finally, peace! There's literally no war in the Middle East at all. I can't even think of anything happening in the Middle East except for peace. Right?
And all in Golan Heights, that was a big gift. He promised Golan Heights, and he recognized.
Yay, so this obvious foreigner gave him $150 million and he sold it to our country. And they're immensely happy about it. And then he got up there and he insulted the troops again by bragging how they gave this woman the Congressional Medal of Freedom, which is like the biggest award you can give anybody. They just gave it to her because she bought it, basically. Gave $150 million. Boom, you get this medal. We bend over and give you anything you fucking want. Whole country's for sale when Donald Trump's in office. So here he is talking about how the medal he gave her is actually better than the medal that the troops who come back injured get. Way better, folks.
I have to say, Miriam.
I don't know why this is only in one ear, but it's only in one ear. Not my fault.
I watched Sheldon sitting so proud in the White House when we gave Miriam the Presidential Medal of Freedom. That's the highest award you can get as a civilian. It's the equivalent of the Congressional Medal of Honor, but civilian version. It's actually much better because everyone gets the Congressional Medal of Honor. That's soldiers. They're either in very bad shape because they've been hit so many times by bullets, or they're dead. She gets it, and she's a healthy, beautiful woman. It's
Yay! She gave me $150 million, and I gave it to her. That's way better than being an idiot and a fool in the military who had to get shot up for your country to get it. You suckers and losers. Rich people are so much better than your dumbasses. He's just telling you exactly what he thinks, folks. But conservatives could not give a shit less. I read all the boards today on Reddit and everything, and the conservatives are like, yeah, that was a dumb thing for him to say, but at least he's not Kamala. So they literally don't give a shit. Conservatives don't care about these soldiers. They tell us you got to worship the troops. Thank you for your service, but it's all fucking lip service. It's all bullshit. When it comes down to it, they don't care at one iota. That's why they're calling Tim Walz stolen valor when he was in the military for 24 years. They'll turn on the troops in a fucking heartbeat when it suits them and do nothing but kiss the ass of the rich because that's what they're all about. That's who they fucking are. And conservatives don't care because they're the fakest people on the goddamn planet. Meanwhile, here he is lamenting how in the olden days, Zionists had even more power than they do now. I mean, they didn't. They have more power now than they've ever fucking had. But here he is wishing they had even more power over our nation and our government than they do.
Israeli territory, who would believe this, as Hamas wages a savage war in the south, Hezbollah menaces the north, and the Houthi terrorists attack at sea. In Europe,
literally, a war is not going on. There's an extermination going on. There was a terrorist attack, and then after that, it's an extermination. There's not a war between two equal sides going on in any stretch of the imagination. This is just lies and propaganda from this fucking goof.
the streets of Paris, London, and Brussels are overrun by mobs of Hamas supporters changing their jihad slogans in the heart of the Western capital. And in America, the evil anti-Semitism is rampaging all throughout our cities, the Democrat Party, our left-wing media institutions, a certain candidate for the President of the United States, which is hard to believe, in our colleges and universities, they're going loco. They're going loco. Something's wrong with them.
Yeah, we're so crazy with hating all the child murder.
It's going to happen. You know, just to get off for a second, years ago, my father was a big supporter of Jewish people and Israel. He's not Jewish. He wasn't Jewish, but he was a great friend of a lot of Jewish people. And if you say, let's say 15 years ago, maybe not even that long, anything bad about Israel or Jewish people, you were finished as a politician.
And that's pretty much the same way it is now. If you have AIPAC funding against you, very hard to get elected. Still exactly the same, Trump.
Right? We were finished. You wouldn't do that, Congressman.
That's great, isn't it? Hey, if you dared speak out against a foreign government who is interfering in our American system, you would get run out of town, and that's beautiful. It's beautiful that a foreign government runs our country.
You wouldn't do it anyway, but nobody would do it. The most powerful lobby in this country, by far.
Yeah, and that's great. It's great that a foreign country has the most powerful lobby in this country by far. It's a beautiful, amazing thing.
Today, it's almost like, what happened? What happened? What happened to Schumer? What happened to all these people? Schumer's like a Palestinian. Right?
Literally using Palestinian as an insult, y'all. So I have people in the comments of YouTube be like, there's no difference between the Democrats and the Republicans. Why are you even trying to stump for Kamala Harris? Well, first off, even if they were exactly the same, the Democrats are still better on every other issue. So, yes, it is still evil, but it's a much lesser evil. But at the same time, I don't think they're exactly the same. Yes, Kamala going to be bad. I'm not saying she's going to be good on Israel, but chances are she can't be worse than this. I don't see how you can be worse than this. I mean, I guess if you were Joe Biden, maybe. Anyway, all he's doing is pornographically sucking Israel's dick continuously. It's gross, but also unsurprising. And Islamophobia, folks, they don't try to hide it. Not making any bones about it. This lady went to a Trump rally to show Trump supporters that Muslims are peaceful people despite the bigoted rhetoric. And they kicked her out, folks. I don't know if this is new or not, but it's new to me. I didn't see this before.
These people will come in.
She's wearing a shirt that says, I come in peace. Can't have that. Kick her out.
During an event in South Carolina, a Muslim woman named Rose Hamid attended wearing a shirt with the message, Salam, I come in peace. She was escorted out while Donald Trump supporters chanted and waved placards at her. This incident occurred as the business tycoon, who is leading the polls for the Republican nomination for the White House, has sparked controversy by advocating for a temporary ban on Muslims entering the U.S. Here's some video of it.
These people will come in.
And just fascism right in your face, folks. This is not America. This is not the America. Well, it is. I'm full of shit. This has always been America. What am I talking about? This is not the America that I used to pretend existed. This is not the America that I used to lie to myself existed. But this is the America that's always existed. It's just right in our face. Ugly fascism. And then, folks, he's such a fucking moron. Once again, I never use this word. I'll apologize in advance for anybody this offends. But this motherfucker is retarded.
Virtually 100% of the net job creation in the last year has gone to migrants. You know that? Most of the job creation has gone to migrants. In fact, I've heard that substantially more than beyond the number of 100%. It's a much higher number than that, but the government hasn't caught up with that yet. But virtually.
That's right, folks. Beyond 100% of new jobs are taken by migrants. I mean, no, that's mathematically impossible, but I'm talking about quantumly. There's like superimposition and quantum entanglement. So the government hasn't caught up with it yet, but it's like 10 trillion% of the jobs when you factor in quantum jobs taken by the evil foreigners. So I'm just saying, mass deportations now. I am very smart. Please elect me to run your whole country for you, you fucking morons. And folks, he's out of material. He's just recycling the same exact shit for Kamala Harris as he said about Joe Biden, and it's so lazy.
Joe Biden is a failed president. She was a failed vice president, the worst president in the history, the worst vice president in history. He is incompetent. She's incompetent. Everything he's touched has been bad. Everything she's touched has turned to bad things. He can't talk. She can't talk.
In many ways, he's worse than Bernie.
She's worse than Bernie. Low IQ. He's a low IQ individual. She happens to be really a low IQ individual. She really does. She has a very low IQ.
It's the same shit over and over again. He has fucking nothing, folks. Low energy Donald Trump. Not nearly as much passion as he had in his last campaign, and especially the one before that. Meanwhile, Purge Master Laura Loomer crying her ass off. She's like, how come nobody is even talking about the fact that President Trump was shot and almost killed less than a month ago? This is very upsetting to me. Good. He got shot. No one gives a fuck. I can't believe it either, but it's great. Yeah, hey, but we gave you thoughts and prayers. Isn't that enough? What more do you need than our thoughts and prayers? Thoughts and prayers, Laura Loomer. Sad face. Ha ha. Imagine getting fucking shot and nobody giving a shit. Oh my God. And I told you guys about this before. Donald Trump has been trying to distance himself from Project 2025. And I told you they already interviewed the Project 2025 people, and they said he's our guy, but he has to pretend like he isn't with us so he can get elected. He basically has to lie, but we don't care. We want him to lie because we're evil. And whatever he has to do to get elected is fine. We want a lying piece of shit in the White House. But they caught him on video saying it, folks. Unearthed video of Project 2025 leader talking about how Trump is just bullshit and he's one of them.
Expecting to hear 10 more times from the rally, the president, distancing himself from the left's boogeyman of Project 2025.
Yeah. And you're not worried about that?
I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
He's running against a brand. He is not running against any people.
Okay.
He is not running against any institutions. It's interesting. He's in fact not even opposing himself to a particular policy. Yeah. He's been at our organization. He's raised money for our organization. He's blessed it from the, I remember walking into our last day in office and told him what I was going to do. So he's very supportive of what we do.
Yeah, no shit. Remember, I don't even know what Project 2025 is. I got nothing to do with that. Here's the leader of it telling you right to your face. He's one of us. He gives us money. He speaks to us. He's just lying to get elected, which is amazing. Holy God. And speaking of the fact they actually hate the troops, they have no respect for the troops. Also, they have no respect for the truth, reality, decency. Here's Ashley Furniture. J.D. Vance, the D stands for drag, talking about how faithful Trump is, and he is the epitome, the embodiment of Semper Fi, the Marines saying that they all say, yeah, Trump, who has cheated on every wife he had, literally was having sex with a porn star while his wife was pregnant. The embodiment of Semper Fi.
Forces, but the one thing that I think the Marines really do is we have the best motto. I have a favorite motto of the U.S. military, and of course I'm biased, but Semper Fidelis, always faithful, right? You hear Marines say it all the time, Semper Fi. And to me what it means is that Marines are always faithful to our country and to our brothers and sisters in arms.
Not our wives, though. Not our wives at all, but country, yes.
But it also has another meaning, which is that we always have to be faithful to all of the members of our military who served this country and did so honorably.
Except for Tim Walz.
And you heard Jim Banks talk about this. To all of the members of our military who served this country and did so honorably. And you heard Jim Banks talk about this a little bit, and I want to expound upon it because I really do think that Donald Trump exemplifies that motto because his government and
doesn't Donald Trump exemplify Semper Fi Marines faithfulness? Nobody more faithful than Donald Trump. Holy God. And last but not least, Joe Rogan out there talking bullshit. He had Dennis Quaid on. Man, I used to like Dennis Quaid, brother of Randy Quaid. And I guess both of them are just insane fucking maggots. Anyway, here's Joe Rogan spreading right-wing talking points.
If you normalize weaponizing the judicial system against a political candidate, that can be used against your party too.
Good. Please do it. Please. Hey, if my party, the Democratic Party, if any of them commit crimes, hold them accountable. They should be held accountable. That's what we want to fucking happen. Nobody is above the law, especially our politicians. If Republicans break the law, get them. If Democrats break the law, get them. Good. That's what's supposed to happen, you fucking bald piece of shit.
Exactly. And if someone gets in, like if Vivek Ramaswamy gets in, or if Ron DeSantis gets in, and he starts doing the same things that they did to Trump, then we have chaos.
No, we have justice. That's what should happen. If they get in and they do exactly the same thing we did to Trump, which is try him of his crimes, then golf clap, please do so. Good goddamn.
Yeah.
Then we're a fucking
got a banana republic. We're Venezuela.
Oh, they just finished their sentence. Did we just become best friends? Yes, you did. You are both dipshit MAGA uncles. And holy God. But see, this is the way a lot of rich people think. To them, like campaign finance laws, those are white people crimes. And white people crimes shouldn't actually be enforced. I guarantee you, if a black guy stole $1 worth of food to feed his family, Joe would be like, well, he broke the law. Gotta lock him up. Hey, what you gonna do? I may not like it, but that's the law. But some white person commits a white person crime. Joe was like, oh my God, it's a banana republic if you try to hold somebody who's powerful accountable for their crimes. Just fuck you, Joe Rogan, goddammit. Ridiculous. Weasel. Piece of shit. But rich, I'll give you that. Fucking loser. And that is my Chud Watch. Hell yeah. Now forgive me for this short commercial. Hey folks, I have a Patreon site. It is patreon.com/codcast. If you look at the shut up, Dusty. If you look at the description of this video, click on the more button. Boom, there you go. The very first link is to my Patreon. Could you please consider clicking on it? And then after you click on it, click on this, become a member, and become a member on my Patreon. It's whatever you can afford. I'm not greedy. $1 or, but more if you can afford it. But I don't make any money off the ads on the show. I actually reduced the ads on the show. I didn't know you could do that, but I reduced the ads on the show. The only reason the ads are running on the show is because it helps the algorithm. But all the money from the ads on the show go to the people that copyright every show I do. So I only make money off this show through the super chats and through my Patreon account. So if you like what I do, please consider supporting me. Chip in $1 or $2. I know it's a pain in the ass to ask you to do it, but you may not even notice on your credit card or whatever, but it all adds up. It helps me and the cats and the dogs that I rescue, and I work hard on the show, so please help me out if you can. And also, you get access to all the after parties, which is fucking cool. We're going to go over that later, but you definitely want to join me on the after party tonight. We got a good after party coming up. So both super chat me and Patreon me. Thank you in advance. And all right, let's read the super charts. Hero of the show, everybody, dump love, pour your love on Rebecca Poise, who's awesome. Hi to you, the fur babies, and of course, the best community on YouTube. We do have the best community on YouTube. I'll give us that. Who gave me gee shucks moment with their thanks. Well, you deserved it. You earned it. Helping me keep the lights on. I appreciate you, Rebecca. And I'll probably see you tomorrow when you watch the replay. And BBC, hell yeah. And other hero of the show. How you doing, BBC? Hope you're killing your lawsuits out there, and gave 5 free tickets to you guys. And if you're watching this on the replay, you need to come live, because watching live gives you a shot to get a free ticket to a month's worth of after parties. And you also get all the after parties I've ever done. And they're all listed there. So, but you got to show up live to get your chance. They're given out randomly. So if you're here, you might get one. And Ivy Evans gave 10 more. See, this is how it works. Socialism. We're all in this together, heroes. If you got a ticket, show up and give BBC and Ivy Evans your love. And Mr. Anderson, hello, Mr. Anderson. All of them. See how these heroes get free tickets? Man, can you feel the love? Show up at that after party. Check the membership section of YouTube for the link. And come hang out with us tonight. Coming right after this show, another 20-minute show, which is the real show. None of this bullshit I'm doing now. This all fake bullshit I'm doing. I'm actually going to try when the after party hits. So give them your love and show up. And very early super chat in case I had to bail early. But hope that you and the Funny Kiddings have a wonderful weekend. Take care, Dusty. I will, man. I'm going to catch up on my rest. I feel so much better tonight than I did on Wednesday's show. Man, I was real depressed on Wednesday's show. Tonight, feel super on. Thank you for joining me tonight, V. And love it. I have hope. Me too, Sedona Rose. Hopium. Feels good for a change. And Jason asked me 1 free ticket. Give him your love and show up. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, Sedona Rose. Hope you're having a good one out there. Chuck out $2. Time for the Dusty Show. Hell yeah. We rocking it. Eric Moyar. Welcome to Dust Buddies, Eric. Spam the chat with impunity. And Kevin Milligan, 10 more tickets for you lucky sons of bitches. If you got one from Kevin, be sure to dump love upon him. He deserves it. Come hang out with us tonight. Carolyn McMickle, $4.99. I am starting to feel hopeful. I know, right? I'm almost like hesitant to do so because I don't want to be disappointed. But fuck it. I need some goodness in my life. I'm going to take it. Plus, it's Friday. We made it. We made it. I did 3 shows, man. I thought about not doing this show. I thought about it, but I was like, nah, I said I was going to do it. And Dusty, sometimes a man of his word. Check out $2. Believe BM when they say they're being harassed. Oh, I believe them. Ideal Paradox, $2. Kamala said high prices were elites' fault. I mean, yeah, they are elites' fault. Also printing too much money, but yes, price gouging, bad problem. Jason asked me one more ticket. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate you. Swaggering Cat, $20. The Pharaohs warn us not to be complacent. Remember, 2016 and get out of vote. Yes, don't take Kamala Harris's victory for granted. Like I said, Donald Trump still ahead on a couple of polls I saw, at least in the Electoral College. He literally can get the least amount of votes and win. So take everybody you know to vote. All hands on deck. It's an emergency. Do so. Thank you, Swagger and Cat. 20 from JoeBot64. Hey, Dusty, we lost our oldest cat the other day. I'm sorry. I know that's like losing a child. A beautiful tiny silver tabby girl, best cat ever at the animal shelter. She chose me. Yep, that sounds like Panda. I know what you're going through, man, and I feel for you, but we're all in this together. And I hope you feel, I know you gave him the best life you could, while you could, and that's really all you can do. Just think about that. Had a much better life than she would have had otherwise, and hopefully you'll go get another one. Give another one your love. You obviously have a lot of love to give, and lots of animals out there need it. So thank you, Joe Biden. I appreciate it. Swagger and Cat, $5, and the Pharaohs also send their regards. Hail Satan to the Pharaohs. Unforgiven Atheists. Best show on the interwebs. Thank you for your honesty, you handsome son bitch. ISO 1010. Flop down. Elon wants to use nukes to melt Martian ice. I don't trust him. Love your show, Dusty. Yeah, I saw when he was talking to Donald Trump, him talking about how nuclear weapons weren't that big of a deal. He was talking about, hey, they have cities in Hiroshima now. They've gone right back to normal. So they're not really that big of a deal to drop. That's a scary thing for the world's richest man to say to the odds-on favorite to be our next president. Just saying. Paul Jeffries, $15. Screwball Temple. Give me fine-ass Dusty. You got it, motherfucker. Am I fine from this angle? Am I fine from this angle? Love you. And Ash Shark Kumar, $6.99. I want to say this on the internet. Elon Musk is an idiot. You ain't never lied. What? That's fucking Elon Musk for you. And Paul Marks, one free ticket. Show up. Another free ticket for Paul Marks. If you got him, give him the love. Agent Orange, $10. What would be better for everyone? If Trump loses and goes to prison, or if he plans to flee the country so we have never see his ass again? Jail, straight to jail would be better for me, personally. I hope Trump goes to Russia. Trump ain't going to fucking Russia. Even Trump knows better than that. Thank you, Grumpy Queer. And one more. Let's see. We have Spooky Action at a Distance. I love Grumpy Queer. Hell yeah. John Hudson, BBC, and you, Dusty. And we all love you back, Spooky. Thank you. And thank you, everybody donated tonight. Still plenty of time to get your super chats in if you want to, if you're able, and immortalize yourself on the world's greatest show forever and ever. We're going to read them all at the end of the show, so get them in early and get them in often. But for now, it's time for Trash World. Boom, new logo, killing it. Thank you, Midjourney. And first off, on tonight's Trash World, did you guys see this crazy ass shit? Where this guy was trying to abduct these children in broad daylight. Man, kids these days seem way smarter than they used to be. These kids knew exactly what the fuck was going on. They were not having it. So here you go. Ring doorbell cam.
I could hear.
So it's this white car here. That's the one trying to kidnap all these kids.
Commotion outside. So we get onto the sidewalk and we try to skip past. And I hear the driver telling my friends to get into their car.
Backing up. And they're like, nope. Smart kids. Get across the street, Jay! Run! As the guy gets out of his car and starts running after him. And then he's like, oops, they're in the house now.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Bro, he just tried to abduct us!
He did. They even know all about abduction.
Oh my God!
Good on them, smart kids. Hell yeah. Find that motherfucker, put him under the prison, lock him up. And did you guys see this crazy footage about this couple that went to the casino, won $3,000, and then these guys followed them home and shot them up?
Terrifying moments when a couple was ambushed in their own driveway, both of them shot by masked men demanding money. The chilling doorbell video capturing Val de la Cruz, who was shot in both legs, pleading with the suspect, standing over him with 2 guns. One of them covers the camera. A neighbor came outside and the men ran back to the car and drove away.
I can't even sleep.
De la Cruz is in unbearable pain, unable to walk. Doctors say it could be 6 months. And his girlfriend, Kim Chambliss, was shot in her calf. The couple says Thursday, August 1st, started off as their monthly date night.
We don't get to do it often just because we both work extremely hard.
The couple capped off the night at the Hard Rock Casino. Val joked he needed to win money back from dinner and drinks.
I hit and I got a jackpot. And, you know, I was dancing.
Not once to press their luck, the couple cashed out with about $3,000 and drove home to Riverview. Investigators say these 2 men, Marcus Jenkins and Tristan Wright, were watching them.
Man, $3,000, that's crazy. If you're at the casino, be very, very fucking careful. You never know who's watching you. Might want to, I don't know how you get around somebody following you the fuck home, but like, check your rearview mirror. If you want some kind of jackpot, somebody could be waiting to ambush you, and then ACAB, prepare your ACAB emojicons, folks. More police brutality on an innocent civilian.
Camera tonight, a man ends up with broken bones in both legs after police allegedly grabbed the wrong guy.
And late tonight,
beat him like they have a baseball bat, folks. They want to abuse you, they get off on it.
San Bernardino police releasing their own video and their side of the story. KCAL's Nicole Comstock has the latest tonight from police headquarters.
Well, the man's attorney says his client did not commit a crime, so he was genuinely confused and scared when officers came over to place him in handcuffs. The police department says they understand why this video will raise some concerns in the community, but they're still investigating to determine all the facts.
Yeah, don't worry, folks. They're investigating themselves. I'm sure, much like Israel, they'll take full responsibility for this.
What are you doing, bro? What are you guys doing, bro?
Police try to detain a man named Billy Hill outside the Quick Stop food market in San Bernardino where he was working. The encounter escalated as another employee there recorded with a cell phone.
I'm not recording that for what?
If it appears he may have been resisting being handcuffed. His attorney says that's because he was not the hit-and-run suspect police were looking for. Police first use a taser to subdue Hill as he squirms, and then one of the officers pulls out a baton.
Oh, yeah. Please move out there. Look at that.
Break his legs. Why not? Why not?
On camera. On camera.
It's not their money, folks. This guy's going to get a couple $1 million from taxpayers. Good. Bankrupt us all, cops. That's what we fucking deserve. We don't deserve good things.
Resisting.
As long as we allow this shit to go on.
16 times.
We have to expect better.
We have to expect better, but we shouldn't. Because we hire sadists to rule us. Fuck everything about this. This cannot be reformed. And then Richard Dawkins being a dipshit again. So, remember I told you guys in the last show how he lied about why he got banned from Facebook? He spread a bunch of boomer memes about the lady who won the gold in boxing, called her a man, made up a bunch of lies about her, and then claimed because he misgendered her on Twitter, they banned him on Facebook. Turned out they didn't do that at all. His account got hacked, and that's why he got banned. He went back and eventually deleted everything he ever said about her. Came out and admitted that he was wrong, but he still doubled down on his derp. Here's the update to the story from him at Meta. Update. On August 14th, Dawkins posted an article admitting that he got the Facebook accusations wrong. He says, on August 10th, I received an email from an official at Facebook saying he was looking into the question. He sent me a second email the same day giving a full explanation. Facebook records showed, he explained, that one of the admins with access to my accounts had been hacked as long ago as June 22nd. And the hacker added a flurry of unauthorized admins. Their subsequent behavior alerted Facebook, who closed the account down while they worked on the problem. My Facebook account was restored on August 11th, and I am very grateful. He says, I deeply regret making false suspicion of Facebook motives. This is the guy that used to love logic and reason and waiting for evidence, following the evidence, but he's a boomer MAGA uncle now, so he don't give a shit about that anymore. That might be fine. A warning to double check before possible spreading misinformation to your 3 million plus followers on X Twitter. But when it comes to the boxing match, Dawkins is still clinging to his lie, doubling down on derp. I'm sorry to say we jumped to the wrong conclusion. Might it have some connection with my contemporaneous stand against genetically male boxers fighting women in the Olympics. He's still doing it. He's still spreading the lies, folks. He does not give a shit. This is who he is. This is the thing he has become. I repeat, a genetically male boxer was not fighting women in the Olympics. Dawkins is still lying about that, and he refuses to own up to it because he does not give a shit. He has joined the right-wing grift, and they don't care about the truth. They don't care about logic, reason, and evidence anymore. All it is about scoring points over woke in order to feed his endorphin addiction. Pleasurable chemicals in the brain. Every time somebody likes one of his comments, that's all he cares about now, folks. He had to do some kind of evolutionary study on that. Meanwhile, here he is sucking Joe Rogan's dick, because of course he is. I just listened to my previous interview on the Joe Rogan podcast. I have to say, he's an amazingly good interviewer. A pleasure to have an intelligent conversation. Yeah, so intelligent, Joe Rogan. Good God, what a fucking dipshit Richard Dawkins has become. So goddamn sad to see. Meanwhile, did you guys see this one? Anything to get clicks, folks. Anything for clout. Just be the biggest piece of fucking shit you can be, and the money rolls in. Here's a food influencer that goes to a restaurant, gets all the lobster, and just throws it away.
Thank you, boss. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Oh well. Can I have more lobster or not?
You can have more lobster once you have completed these, sir.
I have to eat all this first. To be clear, the rules are I have to finish a plate before I go back to the buffet.
For the lobsters, yes. We have a sign right over there.
It says one per plate.
Yes.
It doesn't say you have to eat the plate before you come back, though.
What was that?
I wasn't even talking to you. Who are you? Who are you? I wasn't talking to you.
Sir, will you just please?
The casino who be taking all y'all money has a problem with me taking some lobster, all you can eat. Stop playing with me. So I'm here at the Palms in Vegas trying to put y'all on to the good spots. You know what I'm saying? And the manager comes over to my table like, excuse me, are you going to eat all that? The rule said 1 piece per plate. So that's exactly what I was doing. I would get 1 piece, take it back to my table, and then go back and get another piece. Hey, listen, after all that, I ain't even going to hold y'all. That lobster was busting. The butter has some seasoning and only $80 too? This deal is definitely worth it. But the way that they treated me made me want to leave immediately.
You're not supposed to be back here. You're not supposed to be back here. You're not supposed to be back here. Please.
Just what a fucking giant piece of shit. Holy God, I'm so sick of this world rewarding the worst humans among us. Dude should not even be allowed outside. And last but not least on the trash world, you guys see this one? So Craig Jones, who I'm assuming is some kind of really rich jiu-jitsu guy. The reason I'm assuming this is because he has a jiu-jitsu competition named after him, the Craig Jones Invitational, which the first prize is $1 million. So this dude must have a lot of money or something. But during this invitational jiu-jitsu competition, he is going to fight a giant woman. And during the stare down, he decides to sexually assault her and kiss her against her will.
Man, I mean, really. A bitch, man. Craig, really? Man, I mean, fuck you, man. You cross the line. You cross the line. Cross the line. Cross the line. Sai daqui, porra! Para de me...
Yeah, that's definitely not funny, and that's definitely not cool. That is sexual assault. They were going to cancel this fight, apparently, over this. He took a lot of shit for this, but apparently the fight is on still. And apparently it's taking place right now. Right now. And so during the after party, we're going to check in on this fight, folks. So if you're interested to see if she whoops his ass, tune into the after party tonight. Get your ticket right now. We're going to check in. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, what a giant sack of fucking shit. And that is my trash world for the night. No spoilers. I don't know if it's happened yet or not, but no spoilers if it happened. Don't tell me. We're going to find out together. Dawkins got red pilled. Yeah, he got, I can't say retarded pilled, can I? No, I'm not supposed to say that. Sorry, my bad. I love lobster. I don't like lobster. Lobster's way too much trouble to eat. It's like eating little crawdads or something. You got to crack shit open to get a little tiny piece of fucking meat out. Hell to the gnaw. Good Joe Rogan roast. As always, he's very easy to roast, to be honest with you. I thought we didn't want men fighting women. It's fine. It's fine. If they're giants, nobody gives a shit. Later, V. Ad made me miss it. I'm sorry. I did lower the ads now. We have minimal ads, just the very basic to make sure the algorithm picks me up. That's the only reason that they're in there right now. It seems to be working, though. And, all right, folks, get your super chats in. All right, so we're about to do some Free Palestine, but don't bail out. Don't bail out. There's no violence. There's no dead children on tonight's Free Palestine. It's very short, okay? Mostly it's just shitting on Stephen King. I know a lot of people are having trouble watching the Free Palestine section because you get too easily triggered. I get that. You get PTSD. Believe me, I get that. But don't bail out. It's not a super bad one tonight. But do raise your power fist because it's time to Free Palestine. If I can find it. Where is it? Where is my Free Palestine? There you go. So the Free Palestine logo, pretty good. Not too bad. I animated this with Runway AI. And first off, on Free Palestine, folks. Remember when Israelis accused Hamas of stealing all the aid from the UN? Well, it turns out it's actually the IDF stealing the UNRWA aid that's supposed to go to the starving Palestinians, and they're just basically putting their dicks in our face and bragging about how they're stealing all the food. Thanks a lot to UNRWA that are taking care of the soldiers of the IDF, the army, to defend our home by making food so the soldiers won't go hungry. Thanks a lot. So while the Palestinian children are starving, they're just putting it in our face, folks. They don't wash their dicks. They just rub like dead animals and feces all over their dicks to make sure their dicks are extra stinky, and then they just rub their dicks all in our faces because that's what they get off on. They get off on ruling us and being evil. The more evil they are and the more they can still rule us while being evil, the more they get off on it, folks. The most dastardly motherfuckers on the planet. Meanwhile, Israeli soldiers launched legal argument that they raped Palestinians in the rape camps in self-defense. They're arguing for self-defense rape now, folks. So when they come over, they round us up and they take us all to the rape camps, and the politicians that have been bought out by AIPAC just let them fucking do it. They'll say we deserved it. They'll say they had to do it. They'll say Israel has a right to defend themselves. That's why they had to rape us all. That's what we're dealing with here, folks. The biggest scum in history. Meanwhile, they asking the Joe Biden administration. It's so repetitive. I almost hate to show you guys this, but let's just take a look.
Green, yeah. Canadian doctor Ben Thompson, who volunteered in Gaza earlier this year, posted a video on X in which he tells the story of a doctor in Gaza who was forced to strip naked and stand for 2 days by Israeli force, urinating and defecating where he stood. He was only allowed to treat his patients while naked.
They got a humiliation fetish. They love humiliating people. It makes them feel fucking powerful. It's what sadists get off on a lot.
Do you have any comment on that?
So I've not seen that video, but if those reports are accurate, certainly that would be deeply troubling and just outright offensive. And if true, the IDF should look into these allegations. And
IDF should investigate itself. That's all they ever fucking say. We don't give a shit. They can literally do anything. They can rape babies in front of us. We don't care. They just need to investigate themselves, whatever. Who gives a shit, right? I hope Joe Biden dies of natural causes, but I hope he dies in so much fucking amazing pain. I hope he suffers. I really, really wish him ill on that motherfucker. And then, folks, prepare to be really disappointed. Fucking Stephen King, tone deaf as fuck, uploaded a picture of himself wearing the I'm Speaking Kamala shirt. Remember Kamala when the anti-genocide, anti-child murder protesters were like, hey, would you guys please stop murdering babies? And she girl bossed it by saying, I'm speaking. Yeah, here's fucking dipshit Stephen King. Boomer asshole Stephen King, rich as fuck, don't give a shit about the Palestinian children. Just you go, girl boss. You tell those anti-genociders to shut the fuck up. Needless to say, this did not go well. People very disappointed, including me. This level of absolute ignorance and unashamed arrogance is more terrifying than anything this giant fucking wanker has ever written, and so much respect lost from Stephen King. I literally wrote a book. I self-published it, and I dedicated it to Stephen King. Used to love this motherfucker, but holy shit. Dude's dead to me now. Fuck this guy. And yeah, shut the fuck up. We are trying to kill some kids. 2024, it's 100% what you're wearing on your chest there, Stephen King. Children, I'm so scared. I'm speaking. Shut up, you little bitch. We're going to kill all your families. What was sad about that whole situation, though, the post that he posted of him wearing that shirt got like 200,000 likes. I actually saw it on Reddit, too. It got like 30,000 upvotes. So more people liked it than disliked it. That's the bullshit country we're living in. It's so disheartening. I'm becoming so disillusioned with this fucking America that we're living in. I'm trying to tamper my hatred, folks, but it's so hard not to just be completely disgusted with this fucking country and want to abandon it. But the pressure is working, folks. This is why we push. First off, BBC had this headline for the father whose 2 babies were murdered by the IDF. The original headline was baby twins killed in Gaza as father registered births. This is what the media does all the time. They have these headlines that refuse to say who is doing these atrocities, who is committing these murders. But they were heavily shit on. We put the pressure on them, we pushed, and they caved. They actually changed the headline to father says baby twins killed by Israeli strike in Gaza as he registered births, which is a slight improvement. So good, folks. This is why we push. This is why we shove. This is why we fucking fight. Because they are listening slowly but surely. We do get shit done. Meanwhile, yes, I want Kamala Harris to win, but I am also 100% on the side of the protesters. Give them hell.
Our democracy is losing hope.
So this also makes me mad. So this anti-genocide, anti-child murdering protester stands up to this genocidal, child murdering sack of shit, one of the most evil people that's ever lived, Joe Biden. He is. Calling him out for all his child murders, and immediately all the Democrats boo these people, and they start chanting, "Thank you, Joe." A man who is responsible for tens of thousands of child murders, tens of thousands of innocent people dead because of this sack of shit. And the Democrats are chanting, "Thank you, Joe, thank you, Joe," to drown out the sounds of the people that want the child murders to stop. Fuck the Democrats. This is why I would never call myself a Democrat again. Yes, I'm going to do everything I can to push for Kamala to win because I think they're better in every fucking possible way than the Republicans. But fuck you, Democrats. They're still evil. They're still a lesser evil, yes, but still incredibly fucking evil. And that's why I will continue to push, fight, kick, scream, do whatever I goddamn have to do to try to move the needle against these evil sacks of shit. Meanwhile, the Pope got out there. I wish Catholic-ass Joe Biden would actually listen to the man who's supposed to be the mouthpiece for God. The Pope got out there and called the IDF terrorist. A mother and her daughter were killed by Israel snipers while going to the restroom. It is terrorism. I can't believe I'm saying this, but thank you, Pope. I can't believe the Pope is more moral in this instance than Joe Biden is, the Democrats are, has the moral authority over the Democratic Party. Crazy times we're living in. But hey, let's look at a little bit of humor to make us feel better about this horrible goddamn situation. This kid made a pretty funny video. The title is, "If Marvel Movies Were More Realistic."
Mr. President. What is it? Green Goblin is attacking New York City. What? He's causing mass destruction right now. Should we alert Spider-Man?
No! Send $50 billion to Israel right now!
Pretty funny and yet very accurate, yes. Israel has a right to defend itself, regardless if they do with them or not. Meanwhile, last but not least, big ups to Zendaya, who I don't actually give a shit about her acting or anything, but she raised $30 million for the children of Gaza. Hero shit, queen shit. Thank you for using your position, your platform to do good Everybody should follow your lead, and I appreciate you. So, Ericist is in Zendaya, and that is my Free Palestine section for tonight. Catholic priests do love children. Yes, they're evil on every other subject, but this one they have a slight lead over the Democrats. Yes, thank you, Pope. If only Joe Biden actually listened to the Pope. But nope, Joe Biden's real religion is Israel, not Catholicism. It's all bullshit. Kamala the Democrats, no matter what, yeah, but still, not happily. Loud, angrily, with a middle finger, yes. As gorgeous as she is and pathetic, nice-looking girl, I'll give her that. Not hard on the eyes. Her little boyfriend seems okay, too. Little short king. I like it when taller ladies date short kings. Makes me feel good. Even though I'm 6'4", 240, still makes me feel good. And all right, we're all off. Let's get your super chats in. This is it. This is it. The show's about to be over. We got about 5 minutes left, so last chance to get your super chats in. But I'm going to finish you off with a happy ending. Prepare to be cleansed, my children. It's time for some Beyond Parody. Parody. And first off, on tonight's Beyond Parody, did you see the Indian guy who doesn't look anything like Vivek Ramaswamy go to the Trump rally and everybody thought he was a Vivek Ramaswamy? I guess all brown people look alike to them, folks.
I went to a Trump rally dressed as Vivek Ramaswamy to trick Trump supporters into taking pictures with me, and it was nothing what I would expect. So, I took a flight to Montana dressed as Vivek.
This is Vivek and this is me.
Rented a car and it was time for the show.
Hi. What's up, Vivek? Are you Vivek Ramaswamy?
As soon as I got in the rally, my plan was flawlessly working.
Nice to meet you. Thank you, sir. You guys take a picture? Yeah.
Left and right, people were taking pictures with me. Even the governor, senator, and Trump's lawyer loved me. People were loving me so much, and I was putting smiles on their faces. Even Miss Montana couldn't resist taking a picture with me. Then I wanted to see if I could make it onto the stage. Just as I thought it was going to work, Secret Service got really suspicious. Then I got kicked out.
Secret Service too smart, but everybody else complete fucking moron. That guy does not look very much like Vivek Ramaswamy to me, but whatever, he's Indian. They'll take what they can get. And folks, speaking of Beyond Parody, here's a bunch of right-wingers talking about how much positive Christian love there are at Trump rallies. How they're the good guys, so much just good vibes all around, no negativity. Yet at the same time they're saying this, somebody in the back is screaming about how Kamala Harris is a whore. Just completely undoing everything they're saying. All at the same time. It's amazing. Let's have a look.
In love, you know, not antagonistic like things can be, but say things in love.
Yeah, all we do here, folks, is say things in love. I'm going to rewind it just so we can watch the glory of this again. We're Christians. We're not negative. We just say things in love. And listen to the guy behind screaming about how Kamala Harris is a whore.
In love, you know, not antagonistic like things can be, but say things in love.
Yeah, we're not antagonistic at all. In the background, Kamala Harris is a whore.
Amen. That's really been the overall theme as we go to these across the country, is that people are here having fun, spreading the message of the gospel, unafraid of.
Yeah, that's the overall theme. We're just spreading the message of the gospel. Kamala Harris is a whore.
That, and you won't necessarily get that from corporations and from the normal
parody.
mainstream media as well. You also get interesting chants that take place sometimes that may or may not be appropriate. But
undoing everything we're saying right now, making fools out of us completely. It's great.
You know, it's really, we like to cover every aspect at RSPN of these rallies and meeting good people.
Hilarious embarrassment. Holy God. Beyond parody. And last but not least, this is it, folks. This is not a parody. Hard to believe it's not, but it's fucking not. But it goddamn should be, because there's no way you can parody these people. They are already parodies of themselves.
I'm a conservative mom. Of course I let my kids watch Trump on replay all day long. I'm a conservative mom. Of course Alexa knows who my daddy is. Alexa, who's my daddy?
Oh my God.
Your daddy is Donald J.
Oh
Trump.
my God.
I'm a conservative mom. Of course we have a commissioned art piece of Trump hanging in our house.
Uh-huh.
I'm a conservative mom. Of course my kids refer to Trump as daddy.
Oh, God.
Hey, Mom, when is Daddy Trump's next
Oh,
rally?
God.
I'm a conservative mom. Of course my kids sit around talking about Trump all day.
Did y'all hear where Kamala Harris was trying to sell Daddy Trump's policies? Kamala Harris!
And of course, all your kids are fat. You got fat, ugly kids. Fat, ugly little cracker kids. Yeah, I'm talking about your kids, bitch. Fuck you. Good God. So weird. So fucking weird. Cringe. And yikes all at the same time. And folks, that's my goddamn show. Hell yeah, we did it. Another amazing episode of the world's finest program. We're gonna do a little kitty party coming up. But if you bail out, please hit the like button before you go. If you're watching the replay, leave a comment. That helps the algorithm. It's the least you can do. Hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. Just say some nice words to me or negative. I don't give a fuck. It all adds up in the end. And please join my Patreon. Get a ticket to tonight's after party. We're going from here all the way down to here on tonight's after party, and we're going to check out that fight between that Amazon and the dickhead who sexually assaulted her. You're not going to want to miss that. After party coming up right now, available to all the Dust Buddies and all the patrons, so plenty of time to sign up my Patreon if you want a ticket. Do it to it. And all right, let's read the Super Chats. Daddy Trump! I know, Agent Orange. So weird. They're not shaking that weird label, are they? And welcome, Dust Buddies. Hell yeah, I name you. Spam the chat with impunity, you handsome son of a bitch. And speaking of handsome son of bitches, Venture Van, Super Chat, hurry, jump of the world. I mean, you're tired with a few people tonight, but you're still fucking badass, Venture Van. Been scripting on donations lately. Hey, all's forgiven. Let me make up for it. Much love, Dusty. Much love to you, Venture Van, and everybody. Heap your love on Venture Van for his generosity, or their generosity. I don't want to misgender you. On behalf of the UK, I can apologize for Dawkins. Fuck you, Loki. Oh, and Brand, Roland, and the colonialism. All right, fine. I'm going to give you a pass this time, but only because I'm a slut and you gave me money, Loki. Stop Project 2025, vote Democrat. Oh, I'm gonna. You know it. Oh, but I ain't happy about it. Sorry I'm late. Had to do some repairs over my mother's house. Hey, Family Takes Precedence, WSD time. Thank you for joining me anyway, and thank you for the donation. Starting to feel better about our political future slightly. Yep, I don't want to get my hopes up too much, but it's definitely better than it was. Our fortunes seem to be turning. Gonna keep an optimistic outlook, and thank you, Darian Meza, for your generosity. I appreciate you. Jason asked me, one more. All right, I think that's it. Anything else pop up? Nope, it didn't pop up. All right, folks, hey, I'm going to be back Monday. It is the day after Sunday. It's after the weekend, so I hope you guys have a good weekend out there. We're going to play Rusty Dusty, the song that the Drunken Peasants fan wrote to make fun of me, because the gist of this song is that I am not shitting on Trump enough. I'm fake or something. Why is there no audio?
In my opinion, the most...
There we go. All right, folks. Kitty party time! They already knocked these over and ate most of them, but there's a few left in here. Let's see who shows up tonight. There you go. Come on. Oh, are we going to get a... Come on, Baby Yoda. You can do it. Baby Yoda peeking. Come on, Baby Yoda. Come on. You see Baby Yoda? Nope. Can't see her.
Guess you're just trying to find your way, but it's hard with VR goggles on your face. You told so many people that you're taking them on Trump, taking on the right, but it seems it's very hard to find. Where is it? Seems kind of hard to find. Dusty, you gotten rusty. Why are you playing those video games?
Thank you, Vesper, you rock.
Why is Trump's in the White House? Why are you playing those video games?
Pretty Piper, Violet, the Shadow Cat, and Pretty Boy.
It's hard when you get together with other people making it your what you create. There's some jokes and fucking video games. You're a troll and a showman. Then I really don't know then.
What do I think or believe? I'm so vague. I really got to quit being so shy. Just start telling people what I believe, God damn it. Stop beating around the bush, Dusty. I do smell musty. Whoa, whoa. Oh yeah, see? See Precious over there. That's Precious' little head over there. And Piper. Both the kitty cats tonight. Hell yeah. A good showing. I'm just disappointed. Good night, everybody. I'll see you at the after party. Switch over now. Oh, you assholes. You just had them. Why do you knock the goddamn treats over? You fucking dickheads. Don't do that. You already had plenty. You knocked them over for the fucking show again, and you ate a bunch. And then I just gave you a bunch. How much do you fucking need? These are expensive, like 15 goddamn bucks a goddamn box. Fuck off. All right, switch over now, everybody. Oh, I name you. 5 tickets free. Thank you. Appreciate you. I name you. You rock.